Hello! Welcome to the Flickering Torch and our weekly game of Knights Black Agents Blood Feud. Sorry, we're a little late coming on tonight. Windows had updates that were disastrous for pretty much everyone on this stream. Apart from Sean, because he uses a tablet.
Oh, and me, I sit on Linux.
Oh, and you sit on Linux. Oh, look at these guys. We've got some good news to start off the stream. We get to announce our next show coming to the Flickering Torch. So, Knights Black Agents Season 1 will end on Episode 10 in 2 more weeks. At which point we're going to take a week hiatus, and then we're going to be back with a new show, which is Blades in the Dark, Red Herrings. Which isn't going to be GM'd by me, it's going to be GM'd by the wonderful Jordan down there. Jordan, if you want to just really quickly tell people about what Blades in the Dark is, just so they get excited.
Yeah, absolutely. Blades in the Dark is a system designed by a game designer called John Harper. It's a D6 system, a little bit like Knights Black Agents, but it's not a gumshoe system. It's a very gritty, very gritty system, very gritty setting. Lots of gang underworld factions at play with each other, and basically the party plays a new gang trying to make their mark on this city, and shenanigans ensue, and there is arcane, ghostly powers at play, and it's a really cool setting. And I'm really excited to run a game, especially with these guys, because these guys are awesome.
Yeah, we did our setup for our gangs and our characters this weekend, and it's just got me really excited. I think everyone is pretty excited to play this system. So enough of the future. I will introduce our current guest and also our regular players. I forgot the word for players for a second there. So we will start with this week. Sean, please introduce yourself and your player character in Knights Black Agents.
I'm Sean Cutlass. I'm playing Mace Hunter. He is the American conman / comedian. He will get you into places and out of trouble as well. If you happen to be in a graveyard being surrounded by gunmen, he will drive in and skillfully move them out of the way.
I need a hero.
Excellent. And I guess now we'll go to James. James, can you introduce your character and yourself?
Yeah, I'm James. I play Halbjorn. He kills things for a living. He's good at it.
Very good.
He does.
And yourself, you don't kill people for a living, so...
Well, little do you know. I mean...
Oh, God.
Might be kill you now.
Oh, no. And finally, our last regular, Jordan, please introduce your character for everyone.
Yes, hello everyone, I'm Jordan. I'm playing Leo McEnroe, who is the sort of hand-to-hand fighter of the group. He is the sort of silent guy who stands in the corner unseen, infiltrator into unlocked buildings, and, like I say, good with his fists.
Excellent. Sorry, I had to post an announcement there to our Discord because I forgot to do that. And finally, our wonderful guest, who's been our guest for the past 2 episodes, and I think we're holding on to you to the end of the season, right?
Yeah, I'll stick around.
Oh, great news. Addison, please introduce yourself and your character to the great people at home.
So, my name's Addison. I'm one of the hosts of the Pod of Many Things, which is currently on hiatus at the moment, and I run the Loom Discord server with Ben's help, and I am currently playing Percival Ogden, digital wizard, also known as Merlin. So, hopefully, I will not die, but I have done the maths, and X plus Y equals we're fucked. So
just a quick recap from last session. Our heroes are trying to find the location of a secret occult club called Club Ambrose, and they know a hacker group called Null Pointer. One of their members has been invited to Club Ambrose, so they executed this daring sort of last-minute raid on Null Pointer's headquarters, which is underground in a graveyard.
Last-minute, ill-planned, ill-advised.
There's no planning required.
Definitely not.
And on their way out, the security force that was guarding this base, Albion Security, their alarms were triggered. And they've come rushing in, and they originally came rushing in with armed guards. Thankfully, the heroes managed to, with the aid of a really old, actually, Kia Picanto that they hotwired, managed to take out a lot of those guards. But unfortunately, what looks like masked, which is this arcane sort of drug that's been hitting the streets of Europe, this drug that seems to give people almost like inhuman strength. masked junkies got piled out of one of these Albion security. They're all in this kind of Spec Ops style gear, but they don't seem to really have that much thought about what they're doing. And they're almost like, they look like janky, like stop motion puppets sped up. And one of them's bolted towards Percival Ogden and Mace Hunter in the Kid Picanto. The other one has bolted towards Leo. And then there's 4 of them, so one of them is also bolting towards Halbjorn. So I guess we'll start there. So from last time, they managed to jump over that fence, the same stop-motion, jerky, but very quick movements. They're running straight towards you. Halbjorn, you can see, they're all kitted out in sort of British Army sort of uniforms, but it all looks like super dirty. And as the guy's running towards you, you can see like a few of them have still got rifles strapped to their backs. They're the old bullpup, well, not the old bullpup, the current bullpup, the LA-80s, just strapped to their backs. And they're all running towards you. So, who has the highest ballistics skill out of everyone and wants to use a gun?
No, I'm actually looking to try.
Probably me.
I have a 2. I can point and shoot, I guess.
Get in the.
I have 2 as well, but I spent them.
It's just highest ballistic skill first.
Get in the
no.
car.
We're joined last
I'm
at
already
2.
in the car.
Good. Then shoot away.
1 moment, please.
I tell you what I do. I stick the tape on in the Kia Canty, and what I'm visualizing is the song that comes on it has to be some terrible song from a very well-known once-a-year production of music, because we just dealt with Neil Pointer, and I'm sure it's a Swedish collaboration of some horrendous song from the Eurovision Song Contest blaring out.
So the tape kind of sputters into life, and we hear sort of the end of like a really bad like European Song Contest thing, and then it like scratches, and it sounds like someone has like taped over the same tape loads of times, and we start to hear Kenny Loggins start playing, and we hear Highway to the Danger Zone, like these Kia Picanto speakers start thrumming with Highway
to the danger zone.
As all these like masked junkies are like running into the graveyard.
Music is not their weakness.
Yeah.
It was either that or Thriller.
It sounds so
I'm
bad.
staying alive, surely.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Could also be that.
It could be that.
So I believe Halbjorn's got the highest weapon skill out of everyone. So Halbjorn, you get to act first, and then it'll basically be all the player characters and the masked junkies because they're just strung out.
Just for a thing, my sense trouble rating becomes my order of action because I have the cherry for it.
Yeah.
That's
So how?
So I'm at 10.
You're at
for
10.
sense trouble.
16, bitch.
Yeah. So you'll be going. Yeah. I just need to swap 2 things in the initiative.
Ah.
I know where you'll be going.
That's a pretty cool cherry.
That's a really good cherry.
That's literally why I took it. I was like, he'd want to get the fuck out. Like, that's literally his thing. So
Halbjorn first. One of these mass junkies is running towards you with rifle strapped on the back. He's just like totally out of his face, like his eyes are all the way back. This guy's clearly not moving like a human.
I've seen this before. I know how this ends. Is the bunker door still open?
The bunker door's still open, and the 2 Albion security guards that were on the door are still there. They're not firing; they're just kind of like watching to see what's happening.
I'm kind of tempted to make my way over there, past the machine gun that was dropped on the ground, them up, and then jump into the bunker.
There is a machine gun in between you and them, so you could try that. But the masked junkie is running like towards you, so.
You don't want to mess about.
Yeah, it's either get away or try and fight this thing. There's not a lot else I can do right now.
So do you want to get away or try and fight this thing?
I'm rumbling around in the, as he's got into the car, I start the engine trying to drive off. So I'm just pulling around in the glove compartment, seeing what they've got, screwdriver, just anything that's in the can.
Last time I shot one of these, it took a lot of bullets and it didn't go down. It also ran the hell away afterwards.
Mm-hmm. So, I need an answer right now. What are you doing?
Running for the gun on the floor. Am I able to, as I go for picking it up, aim for the masked junkie's legs to try and slow it down?
Masked junkie's legs to try and slow it down? Yeah, I'll let you do that.
His knees break, and even though it's a...
I'm going to need like a
supernatural
6
thing-
for that, though, because obviously like you're running, grabbing something, instantly turning around, and then popping it. So I'm going to need a 6.
I would be using
the
the gun that
roll.
I have before to shoot it with, not the one on the floor.
Okay, so that's a cold shot, so I think that's just a +1 on there. Let me just check the chart. Joint or groin you're going for, right? That's +3. So that's going to be a 6, I think.
That's quite tough. But you've got the skill, haven't you?
I do.
Right.
And
Straight in the nads, boys. Straight in the nads.
which channel am I rolling in?
You're rolling in the show chat. Not,
Yep.
yeah, show chat, Blood Feud.
I know where it is. It's just like,
Yeah,
there's
so
no-
you're going to need a 6, so put however many points in you want.
I am slowing that thing down. I was going to make sure that hit, regardless of what I rolled.
10, yeah. What have you got? You've got a Glock, right?
Yeah, a pistol.
Yeah, so we see you like running towards that machine gun. You pick it up with one hand, with the other hand you turn around and plant one like right in the thing's knee. And we see like a really small entry hole, and then like the back of the knee just like explodes out, and this thing's like falls to the ground. As basically like the whole knee joint explodes. It basically like severs the leg, and it starts like crawling its way towards you, like hand over hand.
It's the time of the way I use my walk.
So it's like half the speed now because it's having to crawl its way towards you, but it's not remotely stopped.
Cool.
Like this thing's going.
Does that mean I could outrun it now? It's at half the speed.
Oh yeah, you can outrun it now. So
Okay, cool.
next we will go to Percival because of your sense trouble roll.
So
you're in the car now.
so-
Mace has pulled you into the car.
Yeah.
You stuck the tape deck on. Highway to the Danger Zone is blaring out of the tinny speakers.
Master Hunter, I would like you to know that I really don't want to die here. So if we could somehow survive, I'd be very grateful. Can I like look around for like I want to set this thing on fire. Like I feel like setting. This
There's
thing
not
on fire.
really
Well,
anything
I
in
know
the
it's-
car to set it
Well,
on
I know
fire.
it's
It's got a cigarette
I know
lighter.
it's a shit car, but surely you don't want to torch it just yet.
There's
No.
a tank of petrol that will do nicely for anything fire related.
It's got a cigarette lighter, so you could conceively
Oh
do
yeah,
something.
that's useful.
but-
Plug that in. 2 years later, it's slower than Windows DOS.
I will. I guess.
I
I'll
think you've
just
still
take
got a Glock on you, right? Because you
Yeah,
never
I've got-
actually
got a
went to pull it
gun.
out.
Yeah,
So you
I've
can
got
fire
a
that
gun.
out the side if you wanted.
Everybody hit the deck if you're fucking shooting things. Man.
Yeah, I'm going to just shoot at the dude in a panic and just be like, no.
Okay, I'm gonna need a.
Not that.
You're just shooting it randomly out of
Just
the car,
at
right?
it, yeah. It's not in Percival's nature to fucking aim.
The threshold for these is 4, so I'm gonna need a 4 for you to wing it.
Nope, 2.
Not in his threshold to aim.
Great.
Did you not even put any points in it?
No,
No,
great.
no.
Straight.
He's
So we
literally just like.
Yeah, we see
Straight
Percival like throw his arm at the top of the car and start firing it, and we see like
The
dust
engine
kick
block.
off. We see dust kick off a bunch of the gravestones, and you basically like shoot out someone's name from their gravestone. As you're like,
How does it-
Sorry!
how does it
really,
go?
really
How-
sorry!
How does it go? Suppressing fire!
Mace, you get to act next.
I'm just driving away, back, as best I can out of there as quickly as possible.
Would you like to give me a driving roll? Obviously, you're not on roads anymore. You're in like.
This is where it gets
pathways
very
of the
difficult
cemetery.
because I used all my points to get in here, so it's much more harder to get out.
I'm
So,
gonna need a
are you
4 for
making-
you to be able to turn this thing around, and then next
I'm-
you'll be able to get out.
Are you going to be detouring past me, or are you just going?
Of course, there's a detour past you in the off chance to jump in, but could you somebody roll a d6? Obviously, I'm relying on pure brute luck here. I've just seen someone randomly shooting. Looked like they were shooting at the engine block. Hopefully, that'll help it go fast. See what happens. Just
D6, you got a 6.
see what I mean. This is all you need. You don't need skill when you're a decent player.
Yeah, we see you like very quickly do the 3-point turn as Kenny Loggins' like guitar solo starts, and the master junkie is now like about to jump onto the vehicle, but hasn't
Ooh.
yet.
Nice.
Leo, You've got one guy running
Yes.
towards you, looks completely strung out, eyes rolled back.
Two questions. Can I place myself? I'm near the edge of the graveyard because I've
Yeah.
just come back in over the fence. So by the fence, he's running towards me. Can I place myself between him and the fence as he's sprinting at me?
Yeah, but they can jump over the fence, like you've seen there.
Cool. Second question: is the top of the fence spiky?
It is in fact spiky.
I want to wait for him to get to me
Yeah.
and then like flip him over my head with his own momentum and like plant him on top of the spiky fence.
Do you want to roll for that, or are you
Yeah,
gonna
I'll roll
MOS
for that.
this?
I'll roll for that. What do I need to?
Okay,
It's a
so what we see
really
is
cool move.
Leo like rolls up towards the fence, stands up as the masked junkie like leaps over like its compatriots. It turns around to attack Leo. I'm gonna need a hand-to-hand roll. I believe the skill's called hand-to-hand, but I can check that.
It is hand to hand.
It
Yes.
is hand to hand. Yeah.
Have you got any like martial arts or anything that will help you with this? Smashes and throws. Spend 2 in hand-to-hand to attack flow in point-blank range. If successful, you can throw them.
Okay. So I have to spend 2 points.
You have to spend 2
At least.
points at least because you're throwing him.
Okay. Well, I'll
and you're gonna
spend
throw him
4.
onto the gate, right?
I'll spend 4.
Okay. I'm gonna need 4
what-
as your roll.
You're going to need a 4 from the roll.
Yeah, that's his hit threshold. So yeah.
Okay. Cool. So I'll just roll. I'll roll that now.
So at least you always
That's a
hit.
5. I rolled a 1, but it's a 5 because I put 4 points into it. So
Excellent. Yeah, we see this thing like jump over the fence, turn towards you, and I guess you grab it by like it's wearing like a molly harness. You grab
it's
it by
sort of
the
like
molly
as
harness.
attack gets to me, I sort of flip him up with his momentum and like plant him on his back, so he's like
Yeah,
sprawled
you
on
mean
his
sort of
back
like,
over the
smack.
fence. Yeah.
So are you aiming to like skewer his legs or his back or his chest?
Just
like, what
to
are you...
keep him, well, to skewer him on the so he's. No, I don't know if it'll kill him, but it'll definitely
Can
stop
you
him
give
from
me
running.
a D6 roll, and on a 5 or a 6, something really good's going to happen? You don't get to add any modifiers to this.
Jesus
I'm looking
H.
for that. That's a 1.
That's
again.
fine. Yeah, you like
God.
you throw him over, and it kind of like goes through his stomach, and he's like facing like towards you, like grabbing down at you, but you're like just out of reach of the dude. So masked
So at that
junkies
point-
get to go.
Okay.
What was that, Jordan?
No, sorry. If my turn's over, I'll wait till next turn. So.
Yeah, well, okay. Masked junkies. So the 2 that were running towards the car are gonna leap and jump onto the car if they can. That's gonna be.
What's the hit threshold of a Kia Picanto?
The hit threshold of a Kia Picanto is gonna be 4.
Don't worry, I'll just reach into the bag.
So
and
one of them
something
gets
out
on.
There's some antibiotic wipes. They'll help you. They'll save you. Don't you worry.
I found a can of Febreze in here. Like what?
One of them gets on, but one of them like
Excellent.
just misses the car as you like start to go out. So one of them's like clinging onto the windscreen and it's right like punched through the window.
It smells like my granny, that Febreze. Just thought I'd mention. Thank you.
And the other masked junkie just continues to like claw towards Halbjorn. So we've got one on the fence. We've got one that's just missed the car and gone sprawling into a gravestone. And then we've got the one that's crawling after Halbjorn. So that's all 4 of them.
That's not bad.
The guys that are in the tomb are now trying to like close the doors. So next is top of the round, Halbjorn. This thing's still crawling towards you. It's still got its like rifle on its back, and you've picked up the M16. Not the M16, the MP5.
MP5, so
Yeah.
another 9mm, but automatic this time.
Yes.
I
Need a lift?
could do with a lift for sure.
There's a masked
I'm gonna-
junkie on the car though, so watch out for that.
That's all right. Well,
I'm
he's a
gonna move-
Hey!
I'm going to move away from the one crawling towards me. I am going to head towards the bunker purely for the reason of shooting someone in the bunker. And I'm going to use my MOS and spray the door with bullets.
Yes, I believe you can kill at least one person, right, with your MOS. So
I
we
believe
see
so.
you like open fire with the. I'm guessing using the MP5, right?
Yeah,
we
yeah.
see like the ring out of bullets, and one of the guys just gets sprayed, and the other guy you hit in the shoulder, and he kind of like half closes the door, and then we see him like stumbling back into the crypt essentially. So next we have Percival as a masked junkie like punching at Mace's window, trying to break into the into the car? Anything you want to
Have
do?
you got those antiseptic wipes, Personal?
I feel like I want to. Percival like looks at the handbrake for a second, and he's like, "That, momentum, science, no!" I just out the side.
Listen, in the 2005 Kia Picanti handbook, let me tell you something. This handbrake snap off damn easy. Let me tell you that.
I don't know. When I had an old Kia Picanto, that handbrake never failed me. That was the one thing that consistently worked on that vehicle.
Maybe you got a point. I'm just driving as fast.
Yeah,
as
I'm gonna shoot at this motherfucker, I guess. Then.
So you're gonna have to aim over Mace to do this.
That's fine.
Oh, am I in the back? I thought it was in the
No,
front.
you're in the passenger seat, but it's trying to break into Mace's window, so you're gonna have to like.
Oh,
lean
okay.
over.
No, just reach across. Don't worry. I've got every confidence in your ability to shoot.
I assume Mace Hunter also isn't wearing earplugs at this point, right?
Yeah, that's.
You could just dab the brakes and watch it go fly.
That would
Right.
be
So
cool.
Percival, are you shooting through the window?
If I'm going to lean over Mace, he wouldn't do it because he knows that it'll deafen him. Like.
Yeah,
so...
but in the heat of the moment, what's more
Don't worry about
important?
that.
Hearing
Don't
or death?
God,
And
Kia
also, won't it
Picanti,
break all the
bulletproof.
windows?
It's
Like,
bulletproof.
No.
Kia Picanti. Bulletproof.
Okay.
Nothing to worry about.
This isn't Snatch.
Oh fuck! Like, I'm gonna
Right.
fire
So
again.
I'm gonna say hit threshold for this is 3 because it's so close and it's like
Oh, yeah.
actively trying to get to you. So.
You know where this bullet's going. Straight through.
Oh shit!
So what happens is you lean over Mace, but Mace doesn't know what you're doing and sees that you're about to fire a gun like right next to his head. So like pushes the gun out of the way as you like fire it off.
You know.
And we just like what we hear because it's like shaky cam footage from inside the car is as soon as the gun fires, we just hear that classic movie like deafening ringing. As you're both like we see like a single drop of blood come out of Percival's ear. And Mace is like shouting something at him, but we can't hear it because all we can hear is this like ringing. And the masked junkie just continues to try and punch. So, Mace, it's your turn now.
I'm now dabbing the brakes.
Okay, to really throw this thing off, I'm going to need a 4 in driving, so you can
I'm
spend any
just going to
points.
rely on my skill, of course, here. Please roll. We know what's coming.
1d6.
Have you got any points to add, Sean?
No, nothing. We don't need points.
Fuck!
We don't need points, apparently. That's a 1.
Well, yeah, exactly. What do we need points for? Is that gravestone?
You basically like you're expecting the brakes to be a lot further than they are, so you
No, I
basically
told
like
you, bloody
shudder
hell,
forwards, and the guy just like continues to grip on and is just punching this window.
Told you.
I'm just screaming at you because I'm still deaf. Like, why isn't it stopping?
So Leo, you can see this mayhem of these two in the car. The windscreen's got a massive crack in it where a bullet's like go through, and this like masked junkie is continuing to like punch in the car.
I got this awful feeling the ricochets fractured the.
How far are they getting? Are they gaining distance on me, or can I still conceivably get to them on that?
They're still in the graveyard. They've not left.
We're building up speed. Don't worry about that. We just can't stop.
I'm just waiting for you to fail to negotiate the bollards at the entrance.
Don't worry about that bit. That's the least of our worries. That's our break.
We hear after the big break when we cut to Leo, we can really faintly hear the car going stay alive.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How very Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, Leo, your turn here.
My turn. So, at this point, I am going to make a break for the car to the driver's side, and I'm going to use my hand-to-hand MOS to just rip this masked junkie off the door.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, he's back.
There he is.
Oh, now he's the director. Oh no.
No, look. Oh, we're back.
There he is.
We're back.
Okay.
Classic overlay problem there.
Discord chat itself. So.
Oh dear.
Right, okay, so yeah, you run over. So what are you exactly doing with your MOS?
So it's just I guess what's it holding on to on the car?
It's holding on to like between the wing mirror, not the wing mirror, between the windshield and the door, like the corner of there. Mace is like stopping and starting the car. So conceivably, you could throw its head underneath the wheel and then hope Mace will run it over.
It's not.
Yeah, so I'm just
stopping.
gonna like at that point I'm gonna like grab its two hands back of the head, like with its hair, just sort of like slam its face into the wheel arch, and
Yeah.
then throw him down under the wheel.
So
And then
because
I'm
it's
gonna-
a supernatural foe, I'm not going to let you kill it with your MOS, but you can do like
No,
a
it's
shit
fine.
ton of damage essentially. Like
Was that the
I
one
want to
with
get it
X, or was
free
that
of the car so we can get the because that's stopping them from leaving. So I want it free of the car so we can get the.
you
Yeah,
basically like throw it into the wheel arch, and as Mace
no.
continues to stop starting, the wheel like kicks up, and we just watch all of like the flesh on one side of its face just get torn off as it like spirals away. We
Yeah,
see it. We see it
right.
like crack its neck and then like start to stand up, but you can get in the car. That's fine.
Right. At that point, I open the driver's door and I say, "Mace, you're shit at this. Give me the wheel."
I take the wheel off and hand it. How bad?
And I push you out of the way, and are you letting me? Can I get in the driver's seat?
I jump into the back. I jump into the
Right.
back, mate. Take over.
Lots of
I can't hear anything.
lots
You
of room
shut
to
your
maneuver
fucking
in this
mouth.
Kia Picanto. Yeah, Mace like claws his way in the back, and as he does, he sees the mass junkie that he avoided the first time, like standing up and like cracking its neck and getting ready to bolt.
Yeah, when you're ready. Yeah, when you're ready.
Why
I'm
are
on-
we? Why are we
on to the
doing
tape.
this?
I found that in the back. I'm sure that'll keep us safe. If you need a handbrake,
Oh,
here-
aye.
if you need a handbrake, here's a spare.
Right. I'll bear that in mind. Right, where's
So
Albion?
these two mass junkies are going to run again at the car and try and get on.
All they have to do is ask. I'd have
I'm
opened
going
the
to
door.
need a 4 for this. I think adding a space messes with the bot, but we'll.
Yeah, don't add spaces.
Yep, there
Just-
it is.
No spaces.
Just
Yeah.
thump the.
So
tape
the
deck
one
if
that
you
you've
want to change
shredded
anything.
its face is basically taking like forever to stand up because it's like very obviously the body is in pain, but like the whatever is in it isn't. So it's kind of like fighting with itself. But the one that stood up and looked at Mace has now bolted and is now hanging off the back and is trying to punch in the back window.
It's at this point that the Man in the Mirror song from Michael Jackson comes on. Great little stop.
Every time he punches the window, a new track plays over the radio.
Yeah, look at that. Man in the Mirror.
And I guess now, like Halbion, you're not that far away from the actual car, so you can see this craziness going on.
I think covers it.
Halbion's not getting in this fucking.
The other mass junkie is still trying to crawl towards Halbion, but it obviously is like struggling. 'cause
It's a
not
bit
like-
slow.
Yeah, in your own time, Leo. I mean, at least I drove in here.
Halbion,
Hey.
it's your move.
And how well did you get us out?
I got about 6 feet.
Exactly.
You're going to end up bloody 6 feet under at this rate.
6 feet American style.
Right, yeah. So, Halbion's
Man,
move,
mirror.
James.
Jesus Christ, look at him. He wants to get in here.
So, is the door still open on the bar?
It's a key open, so
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
will-
So the door on the crypt is still open, but it's like half shut. Like there's no one at there like actively from when you sprayed it.
It is tempting to dive in there, but it's probably not the best idea.
You're gonna get double tapped by whoever's still alive in there.
Yeah, you remember I'm good at shooting.
Yeah, but then you're also stuck in a vault.
True, but I could also get more bottles of fire from the vault. So
Right. So I need to know what you're doing right now.
I will head towards the crypt, away from the junkie that's following me. I will take a single shot at the junkie, just a normal shot to save ammo in this thing, because I don't think I have a reload yet.
Yeah,
there's
we'll say
probably
hit threshold
a
is
dead guy.
3 because it's moving pretty slow. So if you want to,
There is conveniently probably a dead guy at the top of the stairs that's probably got more bullets for this thing. So
yeah, mass junkie.
Otherwise-
If you want to make that shot now, it's a hit threshold of 3.
yeah. Otherwise, I'm going back to the pistol after I run out of bullets on this. I want 1.
Are you auto firing or just one bullet?
Hmm?
Are you automatic firing or just
No,
one bullet?
single shot. It was
Okay.
a quick auto spray at the door, and then a single shot at this. 'Cause
Okay.
I know it's gonna run out of ammo because I've only got 1 clip. Even though movies never run out of bullets, but
John Wick all the time.
No, one missed.
One. Yeah, it's not that you miss, you just hit a more fleshy part of the masked junkie and it just kind of goes through.
Okay.
It's fine. It's still
Well,
crawling
this dice
towards you.
roll.
It's still got that angry roll black eyes and it's just crawling towards you. You managed to
Dice
get
ball
to
really doesn't
you're
want to
about to
scatter
go
this
into
alive.
the crypt in your next move, so you're basically like up against the door right now.
Yeah.
So then it goes to Percival, who's still, I guess, kind of suffering from being deafened, but
Yeah.
Mop.
He's
Mop.
got antiseptic whites. He can hold them against his ear. Hope for the best.
I'm gonna. Where am I shooting at?
you can see the masked junkie in the back mirror try to like break through the
It's
back
there.
window.
It's there.
I do like the dog out the window thing, like and fire. Like,
I'm gonna need a 4 for this one because it's like kind of
We
around the back
know,
of the car.
we know this is going to put the Kyo out of action.
You're only smashing windows. It's all good.
oh yeah!
Boom! Hit. Right. Roll me another d6 for damage, please.
Well done. Finally, the boy becomes a
That's the
man.
hunter. I hit it. I hit
Well
it.
done. The boy becomes a man. Well done. You can't hear me, but still.
Boom.
Boom. That's
Yeah, so we see like you basically hit it in its like face, and we see a big hole in the back of its head. It's continuing to pound, but it's almost like slowing its motor skills down like significantly. It's got this massive through and through shot in its head.
I think I hit it.
Yeah, we can see that on the back window.
It's still going. It's still pounding at the back of the window, but it is
Yeah.
it's definitely taken a bullet.
Okay.
So next we move to Mace, who's in the back of the.
Yeah, calmly, I'll pull out the pistol that we've got, and yeah, it's pretty much on the back window. I think I'll just blast a hole into it if I can.
Yeah.
Pretty much point blank.
Hit threshold is 3 for that because it's close, but obviously it's like not.
Does every point above what you need, is that good?
No, you want points in damage more than anything else.
Okay, I'll put. I want to make sure of this, so I'm going to put. What's the threshold are we looking at here?
3.
3. I'll put 3 points in to guarantee it.
You could just put 2 in.
Oh, 2 to guarantee it.
Yeah, because then.
I just want to make
One
sure
of
we
the
hit
dice.
this thing, and then somebody could roll a d6.
Yep.
Up.
Yeah, you
5
needed
on a
that.
roll.
There we go. Yeah.
Great, excellent.
Boom. Give me a d6 roll to see how much damage you do to this thing.
I'll do that. Is it any pluses or is it just 1d6
Let
for a
me
pistol?
refer to the chart
Do it.
for that. If it loads.
Let's just finish off what you started.
It's a 9mm, so it's +1.
Oh, great.
Oh, that means my thing would have
That's a
done
5
6.
as well.
Yeah, I'll add the
That's
work for
six.
damage.
So we'll make this one a 6 then, because that's a 5 but +1 from the previous. I'd used 1.
Yep. So
Fabulous. Point blank, just pick your spot straight through the head.
Just ching around the right.
What we basically see is one shot through one half of its head with a giant exit wound, and then we see Mace Hunter like sees that and puts one on the the other cheek. So now this thing just like doesn't have the back of its skull anymore, and it does one last feeble attempt to smash the window. A bloody smear print from its arm as it collapses off the back of this thing. Which means that Leo can now drive off if he wants, unhindered, because the other mass junkie's still trying to get itself up.
Unmolested.
Very nice.
Cool. So the other math junkie is, from what I remember
Pop the
correctly,
tape deck.
crawling towards.
Yeah,
there's one crawling
me and there's
towards-
one stuck on a fence.
There's one stuck on a fence, one crawling towards Halbjorn, and then there's a final one that you basically shredded half its face, and it's trying to compose itself to attack you.
Yeah. So where we at?
What do you want to do,
It's
Jordan?
me.
Jordan.
Jordan.
Can Jordan hear us?
I hope so.
Ooh. Ah.
Someone type for Jordan?
Oh dear.
Oh no!
Sounds like he's had a bullet wound near his head. Yeah, we can't.
Oh,
Second.
oh, there we go. We can hear
Have
you.
something.
I'm just trying to reconnect my microphone.
Welcome to Technical Difficulties Week on Twitch.
In that case, allow me to fill in. On this week on James Does Arts and Crafts, I'm going to put a button back on my trousers.
So
genuinely,
I guess we can
You're
circle
new.
back to Leo. the masked junkies are going to chase after that car when it starts moving. But I believe, Halbjorn, you were about to like circle in and shoot, right?
Yeah, I figure there's probably no point in killing the one in the.
Oh, he's gone.
There's probably no point in circling into the bunker to kill the Albion guard. He's probably at the bottom of the stairs, shitting himself. So I will. Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait for that masked junkie to come near me, and as it goes to strike, I'm going to throw it through the door and then close the door to the crypt.
Okay, so do you want to give me a hand-to-hand roll for that? Hopefully Jordan will be back in a second and it'll fix the old overlay.
Yeah, I'll wait for that to happen.
There we go. Overlay's
Really?
fixed. Yeah, give us a hand-to-hand roll to throw that junkie in to the crypt.
Where's hand to hand on my sheet? There it is. Any specific target, or is it just roll blind?
I'm gonna say a 5 because this thing is actively trying to get you.
Very sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, we're going to
Alright.
circle back to yours after this roll.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Holy
throw this
shit.
thing in. It like claws up your arm a little, but you manage to like throw this thing in and then close the door. And as you're doing that,
I will.
sorry.
If I can take the rifle off its back as it goes in, I will. If not, it's not a biggie.
Yeah, you basically like you use that to throw it in, and as you're throwing it in, the buckles on that snap, and you're just still holding the rifle as you close the door. So you've got the
Winning.
LE80. So yeah, sorry about that. We'll circle back to you, Jordan. Now that you've fixed your technical difficulties, what did you want to do?
And I'll slam the door
So-
as well, so it latches.
Is Halbjorn inside the crypt at this point, or is he
No,
outside?
he's stood on the
No,
outside. He's just thrown one of the masked junkies.
I let the masked junkie who was crawling along the floor come to me, and then I threw it through the crypt door, and then I
Oh
slammed the
shit!
door.
Those
shut.
poor women are still in there.
Excellent.
Yep.
So I will drive out of the graveyard with a quick little detour to pick up our Scandinavian friend.
You could just stop where you are and let him run up to the car before you get in.
I was like, it's just this
I'll let other
completely,
masked
like,
junkies.
completely falling apart. There's only the one that's crawling, I believe, isn't there? Oh no, you've
No,
dragged it
there's
inside.
one now that's like kind of picking itself up and it is looking at you. The one that you
Anytime-
threw onto the wheel arch is you're thinking it's literally about to run, but Halbjorn can get in the car before that happens.
Any time today, Hal.
I was going to say, if it's just about to run, is this rifle loaded? Can I find out?
Yeah, you can find out.
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah. So, do you want to make me a roll there, please?
Yep, if I can find the.
I'm sitting on the. I'm going to be just blaring the horn at this point, trying to convince him to stop shooting things.
Hey, yeah. So, we see another round go out from. We see a few. Do you want to fire full auto? That's what it's already on.
Just a single shot will do nicely.
Okay. Do you want to roll me a single d6 then, please?
Yes. This is +3 because it's a heavy caliber, right?
I believe that is true.
Because pistol is like.
No,
one.
it's
Light.
+1.
What? Really? I thought
Yeah,
fire
apparently.
rifles were the bigger ones.
Heavy firearm. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought as it was a rifle, it was in the next one above, but I guess not. It's been a while since I read that bit. So.
Yeah.
Two.
Like you get a +2 if it's an antimatter rifle. So the difference between a
Oh,
9mm
right, yeah,
pistol
like
and
an
an antimatter
anti-material
rifle
rifle.
is 1. Yeah.
So those big 50 caliber American Barrett sniper rifle things is +2. My pistol is +1.
Yes. So that's why I thought it would be weird that the 9mm was a +1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you fire this thing, it hits it in the shoulder, and what you think you've done more than anything is just piss it off. Because it starts like jerking even faster. So now I'm gonna
Crazy.
need a roll for you to get in the car before this thing can get to the car. So I'm gonna need an athletics roll from you, and I'm gonna let it do an athletics roll, and basically whoever gets higher gets in the car. I'll let it do its first.
Oh
so-
shit!
Gets in the car.
Beyond you have changed.
Right, so 8. You got an 8 to beat as this thing gets shot in the shoulder, looks at the car, and then just starts running as fast as it can. Athletics, please.
Nice.
Tempted to let you guys have fun with that.
Thanks. I was just about to touch.
I don't have many points in athletics. That's why.
Put them all into
Have
this.
fun with that.
No.
Don't give up on it. Just make a roll.
So basically what happens is Halbjorn gets to the car with the door like and opens the door. But as he opens the door, what follows him through the door is this mass junkie who's now like in the back of the car, like fighting in like super close proximity with Halbjorn. Like he's basically on top of Halbjorn
Mace
and
is
Mace.
like against the wall, like ah.
I imagine I'm sort of lying backwards on the seat, half on top of Mace, feet out the door. This mass junkie trying to claw its way in, right?
It's no. So it's you turned around as this thing slams into you. So you're like on your back. It's on top of you.
Yeah, that's
you're
what I
both
mean.
on top of Mace.
Yeah. So we've got like Mace sitting in a seat over here. I come in and it.
I didn't
turn
say
around
go
and
out with it. I said get rid of it.
And it's coming over the top. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like clawing at you, and it's all in super close quarters combat.
So I'm
it's gonna
kind of
get to roll to attack you.
Using the rifle as a thing. Yeah. To defend myself.
What's your hit threshold?
I have no idea. I've never calculated it.
It's either 3 or 4, depending on how much you've got in.
Have you got more than 8 points in athletics or not, Albion?
No.
So your hit threshold is 3 then.
Yeah, so that's a hit,
Now
unfortunately. And that'll be 2 damage as this thing starts like clawing at you.
Albion, you're supposed to not, you better get rid of it, not go out on a date with it.
So, we move to Percival. You've just seen Halbjorn get in the car and this thing slam into him and start clawing at him.
Sorry, Boris says a roll of 6. I'm gonna unload.
Are you gonna try and shoot in the back of this car?
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be a hit threshold of 6 as to not hit your compatriots.
Anything can happen right now.
That's the end of Halbjorn.
Oh shit! I don't know whether he would, but he's panicking.
What you would do, innit? It's what Percival would do. We understand.
It is what Percival would do. Would
Yeah.
panic and pull the trigger.
He's freaking the fuck
I'm
out.
gonna put 1 point into it because I'm like freaking the fuck out.
That's a 2 altogether. So, can you roll me a d6? Odds, you hit Halbjorn. Evens, you hit Mace Hunter.
Oh, hello.
What?
Hello. I know what's coming.
Oh shit!
The lucky cat. The lucky cat.
4 evens.
Mace,
Oh no! Don't hit the cat!
Not the cat.
can you roll me 1d6 for damage, please? We're not going to plus anything
my
to it
God.
because it was
That's my leg.
1d6. Oh
Fucking
shit!
hell!
Oh no, you roll well.
Sean, can you take 5 damage? Basically, what happens is Percival goes to shoot this thing. It's as he's pulling the trigger, it slaps Percival's hand. It goes straight into Mace's just like his side, like the fleshy part of his side, through and through wound, but a pretty bad one.
I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
Mace, it's your turn to act now.
Whose contact was Percival?
I'm holding my thigh, and I'm going to take a shot at this creature.
No.
We're just it's like a spaghetti western, like pitch
This
tape.
is just the worst ever. What do I need? What's the threshold?
My shooting hand.
Point blank for you, so we'll say it's a 3.
A 3.
Yeah, we've now got Johnny Cash playing on the radio.
A guaranteed hit. Put 2 points in, and let's just roll.
Can someone roll a 1d6 for damage for
This
Mace
is
shooting this
1d6
thing?
plus 1. Did you say?
Plus 1 for the 9mm. Yes.
Point. Trying to get the side of its head. Let's get rid
I
of
got
this.
it.
I would.
Oh, that's another 1 roll, so that's only 2 damage.
Oh, that's marvellous. Sorry, Percival.
Thankfully, because you already used your MOS to throw this thing under a tire, what basically happens is, because it had like half the flesh ripped off his face, Mace basically just puts his 9mm in this thing's eye socket, and then just blows its brains like inside the whole canter. So like Percival, who's just turned around, he's spattered in it. Halbjorn's like covered in just like brain. And it's like I think last time I described them as like glowing, like faintly gold. So it comes out this like faint gold color. It splashes on you, and it kind of sizzles. But like a few seconds after it's dissipated, it goes to like regular viscera. So these mass junkies kind of spray you with this yellow.
After this thing drops out of the car, I'm going to haul myself in and close the door. I am going to take the pistol off of Percival, and I am going to pistol whip him.
I'm going to see Percival throwing up in the passenger seat. I'm going to go, Percival, what? I'm going to start telling him to stop, and then I'm going to look around at the damage that's already been caused and go, you know what? Carry on, mate.
Are you just driving the Kia Picanto out now?
And then there's a thumping great crack as it
Yeah, yes.
back of
I
a
have a few words before I pass out from shock. I asked him to pass back the antibacterial wipes and I collapsed
Yeah.
in the back seat.
Once I'm just going to say this now. Obviously, we can't act on it immediately, but once we are away, I will use medic on Mace to give him some of that health back because I've got medic as a skill.
Where are you driving this car? Because it's full of bullet
however
holes
fucking
and
far it'll
blood
get me.
everywhere.
Well, just a mess.
Actually,
yellow, right?
That dissipates very quickly. Like it turns into regular viscera very quickly.
There are still roadworks happening around, right?
Yeah.
Never mind the roadworks.
So-
There's still two more Albion guys.
No.
One in the van that we left that we didn't blow up, and the other one in whatever truck dropped these fucking things off.
Hear me out. If there's roadworks going on, there will be lorries turning up and exiting at irregular intervals.
Yeah.
So we will just go to one of those roadworks. I work in construction, mate. I know this
you
thing.
do. I know you do.
But we'll go to one of the roadwork sites where there are lorries waiting, and we will just hitch a ride on one that is just tipped, just emptied its load, and is now leaving, and we will get him to get us away from the area.
Yeah, you called in all the roadworks anyway, so you, I guess, could just hop in the back of one of these things. Yeah, you leave the Kia Picanto. Its former owner's probably going to find it because it's only a few streets away. Blood and guts all on the inside. Mace's blood like seeped into the seat. Smashed windows everywhere.
It really might be prudent to burn that.
I feel as if we'd burn it, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
because DNA.
Leave something going. Leave it.
fingerprints
Cut
and,
the fuel tank and just leave it.
You turn the cigarette lighter on and then you like put it in the fuel tank before you leave, and we see it start to slowly, sadly set on fire. The tape deck plays like an operatic song as this thing slowly just starts to start in like slow motion. We see this thing start to burn as the opera singer sort of.
Plays My Heart Will Go On by Mariah Carey.
So,
I bet you wish you could have done that to your opera canto. Hey, Ben.
oh my god, that thing deserved a Viking funeral. We see like all the roof paneling start to melt off as you guys slowly escape. With Mace Hunter, he's stuffed some antiseptic wipes into his wound to try and clog the blood.
I'm just like there holding
so I
my
can
head,
put-
like,
I'm going to put 3 points in medic to give you back your. It'll give you 6 health, but I guess that will take you back up to max. So I'll...
Yeah. Marvelous. But that is
So, where are
through
you
and through.
going now that you've pissed off Albion security?
I'm gonna go and lie down. That's what I want to do.
Any
I'm gonna lie-
contacts you want to meet, stay with, or is Percival going to take them?
Has
anywhere,
anybody
or-
got any ideas?
we can
I
go
think
home.
this idiot here, and I poked Percival in the back of the head, he should
Ow!
be figuring out what to do next, because holy shit, that was his fucking mess. I should have stayed eating my fucking eggs and bacon.
I can
Hey,
have
Percival.
Bentley prepare some rooms and some medical equipment for us at home. Can this drop us by Knightsbridge? That's all. Ow.
Where's your quarry, mate? I say to the driver, where's your quarry that you've come from?
Wherever you need to take yourself, I'll take you there, mates. Don't worry about that.
Aye. Where is it again? I turn to Percival.
Knightsbridge. Ow.
That way.
If you can drop me a ready, yeah, I'll take you anywhere.
Aye.
I literally, without
Pretty good
thinking,
help.
just pull out like 250 quids and like just go.
I make no. I think I might have a job that I need to do in Knightsbridge. Yeah. I need
like-
drives you away.
Just tell us.
Oh my god.
So, the headquarters of the SOE in Exile is this. It looks to be like a tiny little like arcade, like with classic arcade games in that's been like run down. But basically, as soon as you walk in, there's like a Pac-Man machine that's like permanently like bust that you just open up and you go into like a back room, and it's set up kind of like a set of really boring offices with just like loads and loads of actual like old school filing cabinets everywhere. The oldest piece of tech in there. The most modern pieces of tech in there are like computers from the 1980s, apart from in one corner where it's got this super high-tech PC build set up that's like all water-cooled and like built into a desk, and that's very obviously Percival's desk. It has like a little Percival Ogden like plaque like Saturn.
Excellent. Fucking
There's like a little
Oh.
Merlin bobblehead. That's like they're like
right. I shoot the
Oh,
fucking
that's
plaque.
cute.
I shoot the plaque and I shoot the bobblehead. Bastard.
Bang bang.
Don't care about the
Me.
noise.
What was that for? That was just uncalled for.
Was it?
No,
Was it? I
it
say
wasn't
clutch at my
uncalled
side.
for.
Uncalled
Jesus
for.
Christ, you're supposed to be claiming you're part of SOE, and you pull shit like that. Fuck me.
In one corner
That
of the
is not
room,
how
there's
you're
like
supposed to do an operation.
In one corner of the room, there's like an old school dentist chair set up with a bunch of like surgical tools like already laid out, and then this sort of middle-aged, slightly greying man is stood there in like a full suit, and that's obviously your butler there.
I collapse into the chair.
I asked the butler, is he normally this incompetent and fucking useless?
Evening, Bentley.
It didn't go well, sir.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm the reason he has a bullet hole. You told me that this was not a good idea, that I shouldn't go out. You said I should stay by the desk, but I didn't listen.
Going out would have been fine if you had planned a little bit more and actually done your homework and not just run in. If you had not run in, you would have been all right. We could have brought a machine gun
all day, and I like plug my Grimoire into like a thing on my thing, so it can start like downloading all the data I got from Null Pointer. Like,
yeah, we see on your computer, we see this like sigil, this yellow sigil light up, and people watching the show will know that it's the same sigil that Halbjorn saw in that hotel room, but I don't think Halbjorn can actually see the computer screen from this angle.
Probably not, but I am going to pick Percival up and put him against the wall, bodily, and say, "I'm not whinging. That could have gone a lot worse. Next time, you fucking plan. You don't just rush in."
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that Mr. Wild's secret weapon was so like. I thought you would be more prepared. I'm sorry. I thought you wanted me to go. I don't do this. This isn't my remit. I don't know if you've noticed. I like point at all the other.
And you decided to jump the gun and ignore the specialists and not ask for advice.
I thought we'd got advice. I'm so sorry that your little feelings were hurt and that everybody didn't get what they wanted. And like, I now
had enough of this, and I launch you across the room.
So what we see is you like throw him across the room, and then like the door to the arcade opens again, and a man walks in with his wax ears, and he's followed by another man in like a tuxedo, and the man that walks through the door goes, "Why, hello there. How are we all settling into London? Getting along, every?"
Yeah, it's going rather well.
You fucking asshole. The fuck are you doing here?
I feel like my cover's been blown, Mr. Wild.
Oh, well, isn't that quite peculiar? How are you, Percival? Percival, pick yourself off of the floor, boy.
Yes, sorry. Ow.
I'll take care of this one. You deal with these two. I gesture at Albion and Mason. I just usher Percival off to give him a once over, make sure he's not dying.
I say sarcastically that like he needs a dentist. His teeth are out of whack.
Boys, we need to calm down here. Did you get the information you were after? I heard there was quite the little gun battle over at that old graveyard.
Yeah, I think we have the ticket, and I think we have some more information that might be pertinent to certain members. So, and we also have access to some rather interesting bank accounts and information about different Null Pointer members. I'm hoping to use that information to gain access to the card. So,
no, you might have all this fancy information, but you're fucking lucky to be alive.
Well, don't worry. I count myself blessed that you were here to then throw me across the fucking room after we survived.
Next time you're getting a wooden spoon, there's no guns for you.
Oh, damn it! My ear's still ringing.
Calm it down, son. Calm down.
Oh, Mr. Halbjorn.
Hold on just a moment there, Percival. Let me help you with the ringing, and I come up behind you and I fire another shot off into the ceiling.
Mr. Wild looked like very unimpressed with this whole display. And he's like, Mr. Halbjorn, can you quiet yourself for a moment? I have a gift for you, boy.
Yes.
He gets his man to like go forward a little bit, and his man hands him this like little wooden box. And you can see like engraved on the top is that same sigil.
I recognize this. What is this sigil?
Oh, this is the yellow sign, boy. You don't need to worry about that. He flips open the
No,
little
I would
wooden
like to worry
chest.
about it.
You would like to worry about it. He just goes,
Yeah.
Patient's bedroom, hard driver king. You forget that you forget any information on that, boy. You don't need to know.
What were the? Can I note down those words as he says them?
You can note them down, yeah, but you might not necessarily work.
Right, I'm going to note them down anyway.
Okay.
Just bedroom, hard drive.
It's patient's bedroom, hall driver king.
Cool, thank you.
So he
I can't
opens the
hear,
box.
so I can't make notes on that.
Yeah,
Wow.
so he opens the
Wow.
box, and you see like a really peculiar custom-made revolver. It's got six chambers in, but it's chambered in 5.56. So it's
Sounds
like,
a very strange weapon you're holding.
got this custom-made for you. I had to stop off at a delightful jeweler and gunsmith. It's got the same sigil like in the palm grip of the pistol.
That's very pretty.
Yeah, it's like it's like a super custom piece.
This time I don't question it. That's very pretty.
Yeah, and sort of all of the bits that aren't either silver or wood are like a really yellow gold. You might find some use for this, Mr. Halbjorn. Those other gifts I gave you, they might be useful with this. Anyway, boys, I heard Club Ambrose won't be in town for too much longer, so you might want to get on that. And he taps the hard drive. Do you need any assistance, or are you boys good?
I can do it, Mr. Wild, sir. Yes, I just if I can tell this man that I'll leak his operations if he doesn't give me the card, he will avoid jail time for a very long time. And then he'll give us the card as a.
He looks at you and then he's like, "Yeah, you could do that." Or he turns to the other three and he's like, "How do you four boys feel about a little bit of wet work?"
Yeah. I'm in the mood for this at the moment.
I feel like I'm already
Okay.
in the mood. I say,
I could redirect my enthusiasm from this one over here.
If this man who has this card doesn't wake up in the morning, I am not gonna miss him. You boys take that however you want.
No.
Goodbye, Mr. Bentley. Lovely to see you as always, and goodbye to you four.
Have you got an address before you go, Mr. Wild?
I'm
I
sure it's
have
on
the
that
address.
little hard drive over there.
Oh,
Goodbye,
okay.
boys.
He
And he
has it.
strolls out with his man, leaving you with the custom revolver, the 5.56 revolver.
Very shiny.
Aye.
Put it in my pocket. Well, put it in a. I assume it comes with its own holster because it's so
Well-
cool.
From my perspective, I think you did quite well. First of all,
I
mean, you didn't.
sorry, I'm not. My father and my brothers were the this is me, and I like point at the thing as I start I sit down kind of sulking childishly, like picking up the remnants of. You do notice that across this desk is a mess. It's a complete mess of pot noodle things and stuff. But there is, in a small glass case, where it's immaculate. There is a chess piece, this really ornate chess piece that looks like a rook, but instead of it being solid stone work, it's like an aviary. There's birds all in this wire meshing of this castle tower, and that's the only bit that's not touched.
All of the birds in there are yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
And
it's
it's not-
part of a bigger set, you imagine.
Yeah, and that's the only bit that's clean that hasn't got RAM sticks or
you did your
like.
best.
Water cooling loops, CPUs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My house looks like that.
He's just got a stack of hard drives on one corner.
Yeah,
You did your best, okay? You tried your best, and frankly, it wasn't good enough. But now you got a chance to.
Maybe he'll learn from this experience.
Yeah,
So-
I've learned a lot from this experience.
It doesn't take.
I just click on the dude.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't
really
take.
should have stayed eating my food in the cafe and just watched them across the road. It would have been way more entertaining.
It doesn't take
You
long.
had fun, admit it.
Fucking.
Maybe.
It
Poor
doesn't.
Ben, just
It doesn't take long for Percival to get into the hard drive. Is what I was trying to say.
Sorry.
You
Sorry.
find out that the guy who has the card goes by the name Base Star, but his actual name is Johnny Riggs. You find out he's got a flat in Camden. No real proper security on it.
Oh, what a dickhead! He lives in Camden. Like,
Hey, Camden's a nice place.
Yeah,
mate.
Camden's lovely.
it's
Yeah.
lovely, but it's full of pretentious people. Like,
I mean,
Maybe he needs
One
to
of
be
my
in
maybe-
it's one of my first.
maybe,
gift
but also that's rich coming from a character living in Knightsbridge.
He's got you
that's
there.
he's also like Percival is completely unaware that that's a thing. Like,
Right, so yeah, Johnny Riggs lives in Camden. You've got an address for him. The building you live in doesn't really have security. It's got like a key fob lock, but that'd be easy enough to get into.
Mate, do you want to go and scope this place out with me? Albion, do you mind staying here and watching this one?
No, I'm going to go killing things. I'm in the mood.
Albion, we're trying to be subtle here. We
I will
don't
be
want to
subtle,
start any
you're
more
dead.
trouble. We're just going to
I'll-
go and have a look and see what we can find.
Mace,
So-
Mace is the one with the bullet hole in him, and this was your contact, wasn't it, Sean?
Yeah.
Which one? This one.
Percival.
Percival.
Yeah. Well, it's not actually the contact. Remember, it's
No.
his son.
Well,
It's
yeah,
my
no, I
dad.
remember it's not your contact, but it's your contact. I was like,
I'm
this
afraid-
is if I
I'm
remember
afraid-
rightly, Mace, this is your contact, so
It's
you
the
get the
contact.
babysitting duty.
I'll have to look after him. Yeah, you're right. It's up to me.
I've already sent an email to this guy as you guys are all talking about it, and I'm like, you have something I want. If not, I'll just leak all this, and I like basically send him like everything or screenshots of everything I have, like, and you will spend a lot of time in prison. So you can either hand it to me or I send my friends to come get it. Pick one, quickly.
Well, looks like he set things in motion for us already again. Albion, I gesture at the door.
Yeah. Is there a weapons locker in here, or do you?
Yeah,
like-
there's a big weapons locker by
Not-
the door.
Excellent.
I'm going to grab like a silenced pistol, like a vet's pistol, so it's subtle.
Well,
I'm going to take a sawn-off shotgun because I'm in that kind of mood.
Of
Why
course you
don't
are.
why don't you just wait and see how he replies and then go from there, boys?
So the
We'll go
silence
to the apartment, so we're there just in case.
Already out the door.
the silence pistol that you pick up is a Walther PPK with a silencer on.
I'll
So
I'll
like James
babysit
Bond gun.
Percival.
Mace, I'll say to Mace just before I leave, don't worry. I'll watch over him, and I follow Albion out.
And you've got just a double-barreled sawn-off.
Just a
shotgun.
double-barrel sawn-off shotgun and a large handful of to spare. Yeah.
I basically
Not like a
follow
vampire.
them on security cameras to like make sure from this. I'm pretty sure that from here I'm pretty much like in my element.
Would you
surely.
like to spend some digital intrusion, Addison?
I need to. I can. Yeah, I've got 8 still.
Would you like to
One.
spend some?
You
Yeah.
might as well.
Would you like to give? I need a force to see if you can hack into this guy's security cameras in his house.
6. So I'll spend 2.
No, Percival, I know you're going to follow them along and everything. I just need to let you know something. It's a good job you shot me and not Albion. Just,
Some-
I mean,
6.
I want you to think about this. He was acting quite calm.
I'm not like kind of like I'm not ignoring him, but I'm like looking at the thing like, do you not think that I know? Like, I'm aware that I made a mistake, Master Hunter. I'm just not very like thing of how being thrown across a room because I misunderstood. If we had some sort of, I don't know, communication, like clarity, that would be nice.
Think of him as the English entry in Eurovision Song Contest. Nil point. Yeah, that's what we're going to get. Yeah, that's the reality of our situation. Yeah, he is not going to respond to those kind of.
I like look at Bentley and I like look at him and I'm like, well, if he's that dangerous, surely we should burn him. I like, look very seriously at you.
look, this is not the time or the place for this kind of conversation, Percival, and I would advise you never ever to mention this again, because if our dear friend Albion hears this, that'll be the last thing you ever hear, and you may have problems hearing as it is.
I'm probably going to be like somewhat deaf the rest of my life. It's lucky that I only like drum and bass music.
What we see is, because you looked at Bentley walked over to the gun cabinet that these two left open. And what we see as an audience to the show is Bentley goes to close it, but as he's closing it, takes out another Walther PPK and puts it in his suit vest before he closes it, like while you guys are looking at him and stuff.
Yeah.
So we then see the cameras pop on. So you've got into the cameras of Johnny Riggs, and you see he's like read your thing and he's like scrolling through the evidence. And then you see him just stop for a second, and he like looks around his room, and you see him just stand up, and he puts his head in his hands, and he goes, "Yeah, sure. I'll meet you at," and then he basically like Camden Park. He gives you that address, and then what you see is as soon as he does that, he stops for a second, grabs a suitcase out of his cupboard, and then you see him like unzip it, and he's really rapidly like packing. So the boys, how are the boys getting to Camden from Knightsbridge?
Tube, probably. Quickest
Yeah,
way.
just somewhere, anywhere that we can get there.
You have a
Casually.
text on your burner phone, basically, as soon as I see that, like, from like an internet text thing, like a web to text thing, like, poof, he's gonna run. One of you needs to go to Camden Park, one of you needs to go to his house.
I'll go to his. I
Albion?
want to kill him, so.
Albion, you take the park. I can get into his house if he's not there.
You need to start thinking about which route he could bolt from this location, don't you, Percival?
It's London.
Get
Can go
cameras on
anywhere.
in case he goes anywhere.
It's going to take you about 20 minutes driving to get to him.
Oh, God damn it.
I'm going to basically IM him, and like basically tell him that's not a good idea.
Another half-cocked plan's going off.
Do you want to...
Best kind of plan, James.
Have you got anything in intimidation?
No, but I was gonna see if I could use like surveillance to do something like round his house. Like, I don't know if there's
Fuck with
something I could do.
his ring doorbell.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, so
or
he's got like a magnetic doorbell. You could spend some points in digital intrusion and lock that shut if you wanted.
Make it sound like the Death March. That'd be really cool.
Keep him there.
Can I like lock him in there?
Yeah. If you want to do that, I'm going to require a 5 in digital intrusion, because it's like obviously like a very custom system to do lock doors. Like it's not going to be right. It's going to be like
I'm
machine
gonna
code and stuff.
spend 1 because I need some of this for when we go into Club Ambrose, because I've got other things I need to do. So I'm gonna spend 1. 1d6 plus 1. Come on. So how many did you say? 5?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to put 2 in instead, so I've got 4 left when we go to Club Ambrose. Plus 2. 4 is the... Was it 5 or 4? The target number 5,
It
wasn't
was
it?
5, yeah.
Yeah,
You
I'm like-
realise that you can lock it, but it's like it's got like a physical release on the door. So he might struggle with it for a few minutes, but ultimately he's going to be able to get out, because like safety wise he would need to be able to get out.
In case of a fire, then the power goes down, and all that kind of stuff.
Mother... Nah! Fuck!
Right, so what are you doing? Are you taking the tube, or are you trying to take there's
Unless
still
there's-
the Rolls Royce outside that Bentley was driving?
Wait, there's a roller outside?
Yeah.
What time of day is it?
It's getting towards like 9 o'clock now, like 9 p.m.
Oh, I'll take the car. That's probably quicker than the tube right now. Because I can speed too.
I
It's
guess
not
I
my
can-
number- It's not my
I'll
number
go
plate.
with him. I get
Yeah.
to him before he goes off, so I can go with him.
Yeah, that makes sense. Right, do you want to give me a drive roll? I'm going to require a 4 to speed through the streets and get there, instead of in 20 minutes, in like 15.
Yeah, let me just find the right cab. That's over there. Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, 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 boom.
I shall spend all my driving points in car/LGV.
So it's not going to take you 15 minutes. It's going to take you like 17 minutes. And because of digital intrusion, also failed. By the time you get there, you basically see, because you've seen a picture of the guy, you see him like go down into the tube, like into Camden Station, essentially.
Damn it!
I got this. I'm following him.
He's not got on a train yet. He's just in the station.
The Bentley's going to get parked but abandoned and locked outside the station. And
Yeah, so the station's basically like on like a roundabout, so you could just park it on the roundabout and then get in.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Can I use surveillance to follow him? I believe you can use surveillance to track people in a crowd.
Yeah, so basically, like, it would be very easy for you to follow him. I'm not going to make you spend any
I was going to say parking fines in are basically just the price it costs rich people to park in any given location.
Yeah,
So-
I'm pretty sure that there's some sort of thing.
Not my number plates.
Yeah. There's some sort of thing that car just gets returned to our house because my brothers used to drive it. Am I still in? I would still technically be in the system from earlier in the day, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you can follow him using the cameras. You basically see him walking down the stairs, and Halbjorn and Leo like are following him.
We've been in communication until they enter the station with the burner phone. I'd be keeping them updated what I can see, but once they get into the station, I think the phones aren't going to work for very long. So
Yeah, I agree.
His phone will work though because he'll probably have a smartphone.
probably.
So
Well, you can get Wi-Fi in the tube, but it's not great.
Yeah.
Well,
So what you do have access to, you've got all the cameras and also the PA system. In case of an emergency, you might want to whack a thing over the town. But Leo and Halbjorn are like maybe 20 meters behind him and can like see him, and they're very obviously like on him. So how do you want to approach Johnny Riggs, and who wants to approach him first?
I'll approach him. I've got a shotgun. This can only
Is
go
it-
well.
Here's a question of the setting and the surroundings. Are we in a crowded tube station?
It's not that crowded this late at night because it's like 9 o'clock. So
Excellent. Halbjorn, go ahead.
there's maybe like 6
Fine
people
if
waiting
I
on the
do.
platform because it's like the middle of the week. It's not like no one's going out.
Hey.
So.
Can
Hey,
I
Johnny
use
Riggs.
some preparedness? I know you can do camera wizardry anyway, Mr. Percival, but I am going to.
I can still do that because it's still technically the same day.
I'm going to duck in a sort of niche alcove kind of thing that might just be off a camera, and put on a balaclava type thing.
Yeah, just spend 1 in preparedness. You've got a balaclava.
Can I like make an announcement over the PA system? Because you know how when the PA system goes off, everybody like looks up.
Yeah, you can do that.
Like so, I like let the boom 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 boom. Attention passengers, please be aware that the platform to stand way away from the platform. I'm basically doing like the whole like stand behind the yellow line thing.
Yeah.
But everybody looks. I've always noticed in London, as soon as the thing goes off, everybody looks up.
Yeah, a bunch of people are like looking
Yeah.
up, listening to it. You're able to put on the balaclava, Halbjorn, without anyone noticing.
Cool.
Your name's
and
still
then-
John Smith on the automatic Face ID as well.
Sweet. With the shotgun, I am going to go up behind. It was Johnny, wasn't it?
Johnny Riggs, yeah.
Yeah,
Johnny
go up behind wee little Johnny, and gently place it in his lower back. Whisper in his ear. We've got a car waiting outside. Who's going to come with me?
Hey man, I don't want any trouble, man.
If you come with me, there won't be any trouble. If
I
you
prefer
come
him
quietly,
alive, Master Hunter. Like,
You don't know who you're fucking with, man.
I'm fucking with you, and I have a shotgun in your lower back. So come on, this way, and I gently lead him back.
When my crew finds out about this, you're fucked, man. They got a secret base and everything.
We know we found it already. It may. What is the word that nerd used? Owned it already. So yeah, good luck with that.
it was pwned, Halbjorn, but we'll...
Is that what you say over the tannoy? Pwned. Everyone looks up like even more. They're like, what the fuck is that?
I forgot to mute it. I'm like,
Word of the day.
Yeah, he
What
You-
the station announcer said. Now come on.
he looks around and then he goes, Fuck. All right, man. I'll come with you, man.
That's good. You didn't have a choice.
From a distance, I'll just be sort of leaning on the wall, crossing my arms, and I just sort of, if they start walking towards me, I just glanced at them like.
Can you play a song over that, Tanley?
I start
Ooh.
looking.
Play Highway to Hell.
I was
Like, why does it always rain on me?
I was thinking like something to do with "Catch Me" or something like "Dream Catch Me," or something like really G.
Everyone's looking super confused up at the tannoys now. As songs start playing, and Johnny Riggs and Halbjorn like walk out of the station, and I guess you get him in the back of the roller with the shotgun.
We do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Leo's in the
I'll
front
drive
driving
this
off.
time. You've got a shotgun on him. I'll drive this time.
Oh yeah. There's no need to speed because we've got him now, and I'm gonna make sure he sleeps for the trip.
Yeah, you smash him in the face. You can quite easily knock him out. Where are you taking him back to? The SOE in Exiles headquarters, or taking him to some random dock?
Where we
to
were
offer?
before, I guess.
No, let's take him to some random dock.
Yep.
Because that's gonna be a lot more
We'll let
fun.
Mason know. We'll let Mason Parzival know where we're going.
Oh man, they can probably just follow the car.
I am literally following the guys.
We'll let you. We can let you know the destination ahead of time.
I guess we could.
Once you're outside, we're back in communication because you got the burner.
Yeah.
Yeah, do what you need to do. That's all I'm going to say to you.
Meet us down
Percival's done a
in
good job.
Dockland.
He's done a good job keeping eyes on you, so he's done well there.
You know a nice warehouse in Chelsea Harbour that usually is quite busy, but this time of night will be like no one will be in it.
Take him to Chelsea Harbour. Give him the phone before you do anything to him.
I'll try, and then
Is
hang
that
up.
code for something, Parzival?
See, I want him to know what happened. Like I want him to know who did this to him. He'll know. Just give him the phone when you're ready, and he'll know who
Don't
I am.
worry. I mean, I will, but and then I look behind at his unconscious body and I go, I'll wait. I'll have to wait until we get there.
Fair enough.
So this is basically like a chiller warehouse. So it's got like a giant fridge in, and that's kind of where you've taken him. You've like dragged a steel chair, and he just like wakes up, sat on the steel chair. Are you guys in the same room, or are you waiting for him to wake up and then you're going in, or like what?
Oh, I'm gonna smelling salts that bastard.
Yeah, he's on the chair. You smelling salts him. He like
Wakey,
wakes
wakey,
up and he's like he's shivering slightly because it's a freezer.
I guess we're standing there in like the big kind of sort of company issue.
Yeah, you've got
Arctic
like
gear
parkas
for the
on.
condition.
They've got like high vis lines and stuff, and he's like, "Fuck."
Am I like
man.
on the camera? Like,
Yeah, you can
in
see
here.
on. You can have access to
You
all the
can
cameras.
meet us there if you like.
Hey,
no,
come on down. Why are you not there? I told you we were going to be.
We'll come on down then.
We'll all be there at the same time when he wakes up. Then I guess.
I take my grimoire off the thing, so I've got all the information.
If requested to go, we'll go. What vehicle have you got?
Well, there's the Jaguar. Basically, I've got like a ton of like James Bond-esque cars. That's like really not subtle at all.
You take
Oh,
the
are you
Aston
gonna
Martin
take-
DB9.
What's that little yellow thing from one of the early ones? You take that.
You do see me, Mace. Look at the thing, like look at the rook, and I pick it up and I put it in like one of my pockets.
That's fine. DB9 then. Take a DB9. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Style. I like that.
Sophistication, good driving condition. Yeah, this would be a nice car. I've only really read about them. Really, don't get many chances to drive those in America. I can tell you.
Yeah, you're taking the Aston Martin down. You park it in the.
I asked Bentley to be Overwatch, basically. Like.
Of course, sir. Of course.
Thank you, Bentley. I like look at him. I look at me.
Coming with you.
No, he's staying here.
Okay.
So, Bentley, penguin, like, which is like a code for like endangered animals, like penguin, like. But follow the penguin protocol if anything happens.
Yeah, you see, we basically see him pick up a phone, like as you're driving away, and we see a room in Hendon, like, and a phone starts ringing, like in the SSES headquarters. Yeah, you drive there. You're all there as Johnny Riggs wakes up, he's shivering slightly. You're all in like big parkas in this freezer.
This is an ingenious bit of work here, Mr. Master Halbjorn. I'm impressed.
Is what I do.
Yep.
Lead the
So
way then.
I do it a lot better than you do. Now I believe you have a question for the gentleman in the chair.
I do. Mr. Riggs,
Moving around him.
you have two things I want, and I will get both of them.
who the
Whether
fuck are you guys? MI5?
You might know me as Merlin.
Oh,
It's nice to finally meet you.
shit. Hey, look, man. I told the guys photoshopping you into those videos was too far, man.
Now, two things. Your invitation to Club Ambrose. That's the first thing. You're going to give that over no matter what. And the second thing, you might have, you may not have. Where are the Ogdens?
Oh, you think we did that? Oh man, you're in for a surprise. You see, you can have and he like gestures to his like jacket, like pocket, like where his wallet would be. You can have the invitation, man. They're gonna fucking eat you alive.
Maybe we should take him along and use him as bait.
I have seen shit that you guys wouldn't believe.
I don't know. Some pretty strange shit I've seen twice now. Some of it I shot, and it ran away afterwards.
Can I like do the thing like can I like walk around him so I go out of his field of vision and then start doing the tapping thing and like see if what happens to his vision when I walk back round?
So yeah, you're doing these like rhythms that you read about in one of the SOE.
Yeah.
Basically, the SOE had this expedition to Mount Ararat, and on the after action report you read about, I think it's the old Kalosh rhythms. And it's basically this thing that you walk in a specific way, and if someone's not actively aware of you, they basically like their eyes slide off of you. So you go around him, you start doing it, and as you walk back round, he's still looking at your friends. He's not looking at you. You're not actively talking to him, right? So
No, but I like, and then I like appear like next to him, and then go, boo.
It's not like you're invisible. Like
No, I know,
he's just
but
like
it's
less
like,
aware of you. So
yeah, so like he would be freaked out by the fact that I managed to get that close to him without like triggering anything.
It's kind of like your brain's aware that someone's there, but they're not actively looking at them. It's
okay.
not like you're invisible. It's like
Oh man.
I guess as I'm stood there watching this, I sort of go, what was the little hoppy skippy dance for?
It's something that I've learned. It's something that my friend, our friend here, may think that he's seen some weird stuff, but trust me, me and my family have, let's say, not just seen that stuff, but fought some of it, for a very long time.
Spend a point in occult because you only did it for a little bit, but
yeah,
so that's just 1 point.
I might not.
Can I say if he gestures to? Sorry, James. If he gestures that the invitations in his jacket pocket, I'll take a knife and just cut the entire pocket off of his jacket.
Yeah, you like nick him a little bit, but
slowly.
You pull the thing
did
off.
I get you there? Sorry.
So again, information. The Ogdens, who has them, give it over. You've given us the invitation. Your usefulness is slowly diminishing, and my friend Halbjorn here, in order not to kill me, I'm willing to put your body in front of mine.
I grin very unsubtly there and flick open the shotgun and put a shell in.
You might as well put some fucking bullets in me now. You're not gonna believe it.
We believe in it. You tell us,
try us. It's been a strange couple of days.
Well, I hope you got some garlic and some crosses, because vampires got you pappy.
I'm sure we can manage this.
And like he's really confused that you're not like instantly dismissing him. He's like, I said, and then he leans forward. Vampires have your family.
I shot the guy 3 times and he ran away. 1 time I shot him in the leg.
You're gonna run away. Shoot you 3 times.
Riggs sits back and he's like, "You guys, I was kind of hoping that it'd be more of a dramatic. Fuck, you already know about the vampires?
We had an inkling.
We
I've
do.
been researching.
Yeah, we're aware of it. But Operation U-Tree aren't aware of you yet.
Operation
You
what?
three are never going to be aware of him when I'm finished with him.
No,
Excellent.
Master Halbjorn, I have a suggestion, and I like huddle them round. I'm like, I told this guy wouldn't leak his information. Like I'm being subtle about this.
We won't leak his information. He'll be dead.
No, but why not just ruin his life? That's better than him dying.
I mean,
like-
his life will be ruined when I shoot him.
This is true. What if we let him go? Then
And he
his
becomes a
employer-
liability. He's seen us, and you keep using my fucking name in front of him. So yeah,
This is true.
he's not leaving this warehouse.
Fair enough. I leave it to your capable hands. All I'm going to say to you is this, Mr. Riggs. It was a pleasure, like finally dismantling you and that shit outfit that you had, and hopefully, in the future, in another life, I will get to shit on you from a height again. Bye bye now.
As you're leaving, he's like, "Hey, man, the Katy Perry thing, that really wasn't me. Like, that was Janice. Oh, funny, though. You guys seen the Katy Perry thing?"
What was
As
the
you're,
Katy
like,
Perry
leaving.
thing?
He's like, "Oh, you got a smartphone on you? I'll get the video. Oh, God. You're gonna love this."
You
I
think
don't
I'm going to
have a
hand you a
smartphone,
smartphone,
But
smartass?
do you have a smartphone on you?
He does, yeah.
Yeah, in my
Excellent.
pocket. You wanna grab that for me?
Don't.
Go do it, help you.
I push the shotgun into his face and take the phone out of his pocket.
You take the phone out of his pocket. He takes his phone out of his pocket, and then he like very obviously scans the room with it. And he's like, "I wouldn't."
No, I'm not giving it to him. I'm taking it out of
Oh,
his pocket
okay.
for him. So that's hence gun in face.
He's
phone
like,
out.
"Give me the phone. I'll get the video up." Fucking hilarious, man.
I think not.
Are you holding the
What
phone
do you
up?
think we are? 15?
Are you holding the phone up?
I literally, as
Not
soon as he goes to
camera
take the
up,
phone, I'd
but,
come
like-
back. I'd put my fingers over the camera and be like, you really don't want to do that. I promise you. I will show you the video. It's as repayment for shooting Master Hunter, but and I like take it and I like. Are you saying that he's trying to scan the room and scan our faces with the?
It's like he was trying to get sweet with the camera, but you see that like you taking it off of him hasn't like phased him yet, and he's kind of like, "This I'm guessing this room's not a Faraday cage."
I shoot him in the kneecap. I've had enough of this.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
he screams like obviously, and then he's like clutching his leg, and he's like,
As he's screaming and clutching his leg, I
Yes.
don't think it's a Faraday cage. Maybe we should find a lightning machine and try.
Here's Johnny. We need to get an axe.
No, it's Halbjorn. Thank you very much.
Johnny like looks around, and he's like, "Hey man, I guess you got 5 minutes before the old plod shows up, so you guys might
I'm
want to
not-
run."
I'm not too worried
Hey.
about the police.
Right, then I guess I got 5 minutes for you to answer my friend's other question. What would interrogation get me here?
Oh,
GM.
do we have more questions? Oh, I should have shot him somewhere less.
He can
Oops.
tell you
Anything about
why
the
he's
Ogdens?
going to.
Looking for.
He doesn't really know anything about the Ogdens because it wasn't him
Okay.
that did it.
Right, okay then.
He can.
What can he tell us then about the people What can he tell us about the people he knows did it?
They're vampires. He knows that much. He knows that they've got this vast conspiracy. He knows
What
that
about Ambrose? Club Ambrose had contact there. Who was his contact there?
he doesn't know his actual contact's name, but he does know that he's going there because they're trying to hunt specific things down. And he's been told that they're like he needs to write a piece of software that basically is like scans old databases, like old secure databases in museums.
Oh, I've definitely got that in that fucking hard drive. Nice. Thank you.
It needs to scan like old museum archives for things. And he'll tell you that there's a wire hook on Crabambros, which is this basically it's a piece of software. Like if people start researching like vampires, Club Ambrose, or basically a list of names. He doesn't know the list of names, but there is a list of names. On any kind of government database, it will tag that search and try and find that computer and send it off to somewhere else. And it's like a Russian piece of software. That's all he knows.
It's a rerouter, basically. Like it'll route you to. other
It'll
places.
let you search it, but it'll log all of your search terms and try and find out where you are.
Nice.
But that's basically all he knows. But like that takes like a few minutes for him to obviously explain to you. So you've got about 3 minutes from when he said the police would be there.
Obviously, we're going to get much more out of this guy.
Have you asked all the questions you need to ask?
I have indeed.
Excellent.
I think we're good.
Pop the
Albion,
top.
do your thing.
Pop goes the weasel.
That's not what you're going to be saying in a second. And I shoot him square in the face with a shotgun.
As you aim the shotgun, he's like, "Hey man, I gave you everything you wanted. Come on."
And this is free. Bang.
Yeah. Okay. We see all the blood spatter across the floor of this freezer. You're all sort of stood there now.
I pat Parzival on the back and I go, "Well done. That was less than half what you puked up last time. You're getting
I
better
think
at this."
it's because there's nothing left in there.
He's probably
That's
still
probably why, but it'll just take it as an accomplishment anyway.
2 minutes.
Let's go. Let's
get
go.
out.
Get the fuck out of here.
It is time to leave.
Ooh, nice car, and I bolt for it.
Have you got the keys though? Is there any petrol
I don't need
knocking around
keys.
or flammable substances like?
No, because it's just kind of like a basically like a fish market warehouse. Like,
Why don't you just park the DB9 over the body and just set fire to that?
You're not. You're look. You're not.
you
I
hit
just
the
stay
major
driving this
sirens
car
and
and
they
getting in the
start.
driver's seat.
Right. Get. I throw Leo the keys, and I'm like,
Thank you.
right.
Anybody else coming with me?
Yeah, we're leaving.
No, I'm
I
going to
grabbed
take
the
the
roll.
roller because I have the keys to the roller. I'm taking.
I'm in with Halbjorn then because I let Mason the DB9.
You guys basically speed off, and you see like really far in your rearview mirror as
No,
the
no.
police arrive at the.
You mistake Halbjorn. He's going to drive off normally. He's not
Okay,
gonna
well
run.
you're driving off, and you see the police cars go basically to the warehouse. There's only like 2 patrol cars.
Did we take that phone or did we leave that phone?
No, I've got it.
Okay, good.
Gangland shooting.
So,
Gang
you
on,
now
execution.
have the extra invitation to Club Ambrose. You have the location now. Because you've got his phone and his invitation, you find out that it's in Down Street Station.
That's a station that doesn't exist.
No, it's just down the street.
It's an
Anyone
old
got,
station.
I think Urban Survival, I guess?
I've got Urban
Yes, you do.
Survival London.
Yeah.
I've got
I
Urban Survival
think I
London.
have
and
Urban
London's a
Survival.
brilliant city.
But I do not have London.
Well,
If you have
we
Urban
let-
Survival London, you know that Down Street Station was a tube station that was built, but is no longer in use. But it's still down there. It's just no longer ever in use.
Is it one of those Second World War ones?
I was gonna
It
say,
is. Yeah. It was used very briefly before the war cabinet had actual a place, and Churchill called it the barn.
Nice.
Holy shit!
I-
to have access to that's big.
Huh?
So for them to have access to a historical site like that is big.
They had
Yes
a whole
and no.
historical gasworks in Hungary.
Yeah, but gasworks are just gas.
Can
works,
I,
they're not stored in an underground bunker.
If we know that, here's another GM question. Can I use architecture to find out about the construction of said station?
You can, and I will give you all the information for that. Basically, we find out it's in Bond Street, and then you're like regaling like that this was like a war cabinet thing to the group. And basically, what we see as the final shot of the episode is Bond Street Station, the overground entrance to it. We see like a faint red glow coming out of the door, and then it cuts black with Night's Black Agents Bloodfield, and that's the end of the episode. I'll let you use Architect next time, and I'll give you a bunch of information that could be helpful to you.
Nice.
But that is the end of today's session, guys.
Ooh, we didn't die.
We
didn't-
nearly died.
Even with the half-cocked plan twice, we didn't die. Yes.
So
Hey,
next
he's got
episode will
experience in
be
the field. Give him a break. Like,
Your next episode will be you socialing your way or possibly shooting your way through Club Ambrose.
I've got high society. I'm good.
I've
So
got a
good.
shotgun. I'm good.
I'm going to conceal my way in. Yeah, it's going to be fine.
Right, so thank you all for playing, everyone. We'll do what we always do, which is plugs at the end of the show. So we'll start again, as always, with the easiest one for everyone. James, please plug nothing as per.
I plug nothing. I hide on the loom, which was set up by Addison at the start of Furlough. And look, I reattached my button.
Hey.
Is that for your haberdashery service? That's
No,
coming?
this is for my trousers are falling apart, and I broke a button on a display at work today.
So, Jordan, please plug whatever you want to plug.
Yes. I can be found in slightly more places on the internet than James. I can be found on Twitter, and from the Twitter handle you can see on the stream overlay. Also on the Loom Discord. This is obviously where we play games at the minute with everything that's going on in the world. It's one of the main ways I play. I'm much newer at this than these guys, and this has just been amazing for me to get in and to be able to see loads of different systems, meet loads of different people, and just have loads of fun. So definitely check it out for sure. Addison has definitely hit the gold with this.
Yeah. And you might be newer, but at least you read the book or have time to read the books.
Yeah, read the book, people.
Sean, would you like to plug anything that you want to plug this week?
I'd like to thank Percival for not killing me. Thank you very much, Percival. It's an absolute pleasure to not be dead at your hands. You may be a first-rate, technical kind of person, which I respect, but you're a third-rate bad gunman. I have the proof of the wound that says P on it upside down, which is worse. That's my plug.
That's your plug. Thank you, Addison, for shooting me. Excellent. And then finally, Addison, please plug your wonderful podcast that's on a little bit of a hiatus right now.
Yeah, so the Pod of Many Things is the roundtable lo-fi chill podcast where we talk about things D&D, and we're currently looking at going into more nerdy things. We're looking into going into like LARP and stuff, and talking to other people about other cool nerd sphere, looking at other businesses as well. Yeah, we're on a bit of a break right now while we figure out what we're going to do, as we're both on like full time, and as you guys know, I don't get in till 6 most nights, so it's really hard to record. But apart from that, you may find me on the Loom as well, which Ben has helped me code or whatever, bot it up and everything. Sean's ran some fantastic games on there. Like he's far too good for me to ever keep up, but hopefully we'll get.
But you do a good job at shooting.
Yeah, and then but apart from that, I just want to thank Ben for letting me fuck up his like these guys have been
in the works that is this campaign.
I am the bumbling Q of this, like, oh, make your gadgets, but I have no fucking idea how to do this. Like, so yeah.
You're the new Grenade in the Silencer versus Grenade debacle that has been this whole.
Grenade.
How do you take him out quietly, Grenade?
It's completely quiet.
How do you
if there's no one left to hear it?
How do you get ice cream out of a tub without a spoon, Grenade?
Yes. Have you never heard of the Norwegian sport of high-speed ice cream eating?
Final plugs.
Short-lived career in interior decorating.
Final plugs from me. You can watch us live every Monday night at 7:30 GMT over on twitch.tv/theflickeringtorch. Or if you want to catch up with all of the episodes, you can find me at The Flickering Torch on YouTube. So that's goodbye from all of us tonight, and we'll catch you next week. Say bye, everyone.
Peace, guys.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Peace.